Kate.
And I'm Cheryl, and together we are
Fickle
Stitches. Good morning, oh crap. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Cheryl. Good New Year.
Starting off 2024 with consistency.
And that's it, folks.
We're done. And great. Okay, it is January the 6th, 2024. And this is a channel about cross stitch. And we are really glad to see y'all. Hope you have had a nice couple of weeks break. I hope you had some time to stitch. It can get a little crazy during the holiday season. And it's a little chilly here. Chilly and wet in Oklahoma. 'Tis the season. So how are you doing today?
Good. We're bracing for the nor'easter.
Yes.
That might come our way and might not.
Yes. Those are always a little scary.
Yeah.
They can be. Yeah, they can be. But, yeah. So, it's perfect weather to be puttering around and maybe doing some stitching. We thank you for spending some time with us. We love to talk about cross stitch. There we go.
Though sometimes talking is a bit of a challenge.
Is difficult. Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
I know we would like to, we referenced this in our last video before the ones with our whip parade. If you haven't seen them, please feel free. It's kind of fun to go through what all we stitched on last year. But Kate alluded to she was going to have her 2023 stitching statistics for us today. So take it away, Kate.
I did my math homework.
Ooh.
So we're going to start with 2023. I started 2023 with 57 whips.
Yes.
I had 15 starts. I had 20 finishes. She's falling over.
Well, I just
UFOs.
chucked my phone in the... Sorry. Ooh, go ahead.
So 20 finishes, 2 UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm entering 2024 with 50.
Right.
All right. So I stitched 362 days out of 365.
Wow. And I know the week that you're talking about. It was that week you were sick.
No, it was 2 days that week. And then I missed a day, the travel day to Philadelphia. That was such a debacle.
Yes.
I really didn't have the mental capability to stitch after I finally got there.
Yes. I remember that one too, now that you say it.
Yeah. So 3 days. I'm going to tell you my top 5 stitch amounts on my top 5 projects.
Okay.
Number 1. Oh, no, we'll start with number 5. Mm-hmm. We'll start from the bottom up. Number 5 was Sam, and I put 10,344 stitches into that one.
Wow.
And he was a finish. Number 4 was Autumn Walks Band Sampler. Mm-hmm. That was 11,622 stitches for a finish. Number 3 was the Animal House Stitch Along. 12,316 for a finish. Number 2 is not a finish. Number 2 is Rhiannon, which is my oldest. I was just going to say. 12,453.
Wow.
And I definitely got like 3.5 page finishes on her.
Wow. Yeah.
The chunk. And my number 1 stitched on project for 2023 was...
Just wait a second. Let me think about this. It's not Rhiannon. That would have that amount of stitches in it. I'm going to go Ravenclaw House.
You would be incorrect.
Dang. Okay.
It was Sleeping Beauty for 14,108 stitches.
Oh, my favorite.
For a finish.
That's crazy. 14,000.
Yes.
Wow.
So, my grand stitch count for the year is...
Go!
266,414.
Holy crap. Say that again.
266,414.
Holy. You told me this total earlier in the week, and I completely forgot it was that high. Holy mackerel.
I sent you a screenshot of the calculator.
Yeah, you did. And for some reason I thought it was 250. Holy crap. That's amazing. It's amazing. Yes. Are you surprised it's that much?
I didn't really have any idea, because I didn't count stitches really the year before.
Right.
And I don't really think I totaled the year before that. I just sort of roughly knew I had been over 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably should have counted, because I probably would have been surprised.
Long-time subscribers to our channel, I think will remember you last year feeling like you weren't getting anywhere with your projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you didn't feel like you were getting finishes and things like that. So I know you were very, very deliberate last year in how you were approaching your stitching, what you stitched on, for how long you stitched on, and you had really big goals. And do you now see how much you stitch? Like, can you see it?
Yes and no. I still look at this and go, things like, oh, if I had just stitched on Rhiannon, I probably could have finished the damn thing.
Right, but it only would have been one, right?
It only would have been one, and I would have probably poked my eyes out, because
Yes,
I would not have been thrilled with that for the whole time.
True.
I'm not monogamous anymore.
No. Mm-mm.
I need sister wife projects.
Well, are you sure you want to do that?
Probably not.
Probably not. Like, I could see it, because of course I'm looking at it and I'm remembering, but I just know that I am thoroughly amazed at
I also don't really think sometimes that I put that many stitches into projects. Like, I'm like, yeah, I finished Sleeping Beauty, and I was thinking, I probably put like 6,000 stitches in. No, 14,000.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was so shocked. Well, I mean, what is our second catchphrase? We can't count, or like, what is it?
Delusional counting.
We are delusional counters, because we completely underestimate every time.
Yes.
Yes, I had an instance of that this week as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But, we just look at it and say, oh, well, it's only that amount. So that's why I was like, do you now see a difference? Because you now have the facts and the figures to say there was 14,000 stitches left in Sleeping Beauty. Like, holy mackerel.
I'll give you my opinion in January 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
1 year is not a trend.
No, absolutely not.
It's just a data point.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be very interesting to see how this now that you've got a baseline.
Yeah, well, I have 100% stitched every day in 2024 so far.
Yes, you have. Oh, wait a second. What was yesterday? Oh, yeah, so me too.
Okay.
Because there have been a couple of days there where I haven't. But, okay. So I cannot compete with this, and I don't ever hope to, because Kate is amazing. I'll just tell you, up until the last 6 months or so, I have not been counting actual stitches either. So my only statistic is to tell you what I started off with and ended off with as far as number of projects. I started 2023 with 28 whips, and I ended with 104.
Yay!
So I was a little busy in the starting department. I did also manage to finish 4 of those in the middle of, plus the 4 finishes. The biggest one being temperature quilt, and then it was 3 other smaller things for sure. So it's going to be very interesting how the project total for me is going to decrease. And I'm also counting stitches this year too. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how this year goes. It may be not a great point to start off with. A major move going to be happening somewhere in the middle of this, but we'll see. So there you go.
You know what? Life happens every year.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I need to
just deal with it.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it'll be interesting to see. That's right, 20, 204 plus 4 finishes. There we go.
This is not a biting episode. Just turned around and bit me.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Hand?
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna have to have some chats for these kitty cats. All right. Okay. So I'm looking at.
All right. Let's show you what we stitched in the last 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Might I just say before we start, my mother thoroughly enjoyed the towel.
I'm so glad.
I'm so glad she liked it. I said, you don't want to know how much I cussed over this. It's just like, why? Like, you don't want to know. But yes, as I figured, she really was very happy with it. So I said, I've got an extra blank one if you feel the need to stitch on it, because I'm not. So there you go. All right, so let's start off with finishes, because I know we both got some. So are you all right?
We do.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so let's start off with Kate's finishes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Kate had a finish on December 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
It was my Happy Haunts Stitch Along by AbbieSueDesigns. It's on 16 count Twilight Silver by Fabric Flare. Started October 5th, 2022. I told you when it finished. And it was almost done, I think, by the time when we filmed last time. I only put 365 stitches in on that. I don't know if that's right. I'm not sure. We filmed a weird day. Maybe I might am not including a day's worth of stitching on that, but.
Can you bring it down just, yeah, right there. Perfect. Thank you.
But it's done.
Yeah. Oh, it looks really good on that fabric.
I'm very happy with the fabric choice.
Yeah,
and it wasn't good. Bad once I started doing it. Mm-hmm. It's not going to stitch itself, people. Okay. And then the other one, I don't know, I just got a little crazy and was like, I think maybe I can finish this before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. And this is Reflections of Norway from Ink Circles. I started this on May 15th of 2022, and I finished this on December 31st of 2023. It's on a 16 count Fortnite Fabrics. I can't remember the name, and it's using Northern Lights by Gloriana.
Nice. Can you raise it up a smidge? Perfect, right there. Love it.
And I stitched 3,590 stitches within 5 days. 5 days before the end of the year, I went, I think I can finish this.
The navy blue is beautiful. The threads. So good.
I'm quite pleased. It's the called for.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Those are my 2 finishes.
Excellent. Did you do a page finish?
It's not full coverage.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I'm not counting it.
Okay, very good. Well, shocker of all shockers, I got a finish too.
Yay!
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 Yay! I didn't capture that on. Do I need you to reenact that because you weren't on the screen when you did that?
No, I'm not reenacting anything.
Okay. All right. So, after seeing how well Kate's system worked for her in 2023, I have put some of it into place for myself. Part of it is trying to do the whole touch your piece. Try to touch every one of your whips in your pile at least once during the year. And so I set a goal of trying to do 300 stitches for medium and large projects and 200 for smalls. And so I took a look at, and I'm trying to kind of follow their birthday start date as when I try to attempt to do this. And so I looked at Berry Basket Pincushion, and I was like, oh, there's only about 200 stitches. This will be perfect because it'll take about 200 stitches to be done. Let me look how much it ended up being. 381 stitches later, I have a finish.
I think we just need to start doubling our estimates.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking at, where can I had a piece, dang it. I was doing so well. Oh, here we go. I can use this. I'm so happy I'm prepared this morning.
This afternoon.
Damn. Okay, I just left this on the Q Snow because it was easier. Okay, so here we go. Here's the finished piece. It is by Nikyscreations, and it was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, August of 2019. And it's based, it's just like a sampler motif, and you can turn it into a pincushion. I used a cut of 28 count, one-of-a-kind even weave by Fortnite Fabrics. I bought like a bunch of ornament cuts from them at one point. And I started it on the 1st of January last year, and I finished it on the 3rd of January this year. I did substitute out. I put in my initials. I typically do not date or initial my stuff. I put my initials on this because it was like a sampler motif, and I did it in place of, there was a random year right up in here, and it was a year that meant nothing to me at all. So Kate and I think it was Sammy in that? Yeah, it was Sammy. Yeah. I was like, I need to put something in there, but I wasn't quite sure, so we decided on my initials. So that's what I ended up doing, because that kind of fits the sampler kind of vibe. And so now that's done. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it's only 200 stitches. Yeah, there was only 200 stitches left with the bottom row and berries and the 2 birds. But then there was like, another 175 in the urn. Like, yeah, we got to stop counting and start doubling. I completely agree with you on that one. So there you go. So those are our starts for finishes for this
for this year.
Holy mackerel. I need to go back to bed. Okay. Kate, did you start anything?
I did.
Oh my word.
I started my New Year, New Start, and it is one of my #24 starts in 2024. I believe is the hashtag, Pam. is going with from Just Keep Stitching.
Yes.
Very intentional starts this year of things that I have wanted to start for a long time and have really called me, some of those. Absolutely. And then there's a whole bunch of Owl Forest starts just because I love Owl Forest.
Yes, you do.
So I started Seaside Sampler by Rosewood Manor. I am doing it on 16 count. I think it is called Darling from Fortnite Fabrics. I am using the Treenway silks because I'm bougie. And I stitched 1,072 stitches on this.
Nice. Ooh, I'm liking it already.
Yeah, I started in the bottom right just because of the way I make my X's. It just is fun. And nobody seems to start down there except like me and Matt start in the bottom right.
Yes, yes.
So I see a lot of people have started this and they're like, you know, upper left, and I'm like, everybody's seen all that part of the sampler. Let's show you this part.
I'm loving the langoustines around your initial.
Yes. I was very grateful that Karen Kluba just has a K and charted the K. I mean, she charted all the letters, but I'm like, I don't have to do anything.
Absolutely. Perfect.
So, loving the colors.
Yes.
The silks are fine. I love this fabric. I don't know if you can see that it's got tints of blue and brown in it.
Yes, it looks so good.
I miss the fabric.
Yep, I understand. Very nice.
That's my start.
Okay.
I have a couple more that'll be up probably for the next time we film.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I started since our last filming, I started 2 things, but they are the same. I have alluded to the fact that I am going to be working on a special project for my family. And so I'm not going to always show everything. I'll just let you know that I'm doing it. I am definitely not going to be posting any pictures of these on Instagram because some of the family involved see my account. So I will tell you that I started 2. Okay, this is the pattern. It's Foxwood Crossings Letter Sled A to Z. And in the last 2 weeks, I've started 2 of the large sleds. There will be a 3rd coming along in the end of the year. The other reason why I'm not going to be showing these a whole lot is because there's a whole bunch of them and they're all going to be kind of the same. So I don't want to bore you with it, but just let you know that I've started it. I will show you how far I've gotten so you can see. Oh, well, not on that. Where did I put the... Yeah, okay, let's do this. Doop, just so you can see. Why is there tissue paper in this? Okay, there we go. All right, so as you can see, I've started the 2 of them side by each. And there will also be a 3rd one on there too. So yeah.
Is it on fabric or paper? Or?
This is on perforated paper. Yeah.
Okay, that's
count.
why they're so close together. I was thinking to myself, if that was fabric, they were way too close together.
And actually, there's also an outline of red. So I've actually gotten, they're really close together, but enough room to cut it, and then that, yeah. So this is actually gold perforated paper. So I'm using, for this project, I'll be using gold perforated paper, and it's like a winey red between the 2.
Okay.
So there you go. So, oh! So glad to be here today. Yes. So yeah, so those are my starts.
Okay. Whips?
Yes. Oops. Letter sleds. Do you want me to go first or you?
How many whips do you have?
1, 2. Because...
I'll go.
Okay, yes, all right, I'll let you go. Yeah. All right, there you go.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my first whip is the Pointed Fifth by Long Dog Samplers. It's done on 16 count Silver Mist Ada from Mystic Fibers. It's using Silks for You. Oh, I actually wrote it down. PR021 and PR109.
Yay! There's been debate.
I stitched 1,349 stitches on this. Now,
Nice.
I stitched before the year ended to finish it up for a whip go.
Mm-hmm.
Got my black out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stitched after the new year because Long Dog Samplers are my focus piece now. And I need to put 750 stitches in them on each project in each month.
Oof.
So this one got 818 this year. And now I will put it away and pull it out next month. I still have 2 more to go.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to make some good progress on my long dogs this year if I can keep this up.
Will. Yep. Yeah, that'll be good.
And that was a page finish.
Yeah. Every time I see this, I'm just like, I love your color choice. Because they match.
Inspired by somebody on Instagram.
Yeah.
Not her exact colors, but I also worked with Silks, whoever Silks for You is, because I was like, I like this silk, but I want something that is more solid, that complements it, and she gave me like 3 choices, and I went with the one I liked. But I appreciated her help. She was very helpful.
Yeah. That's a pro tip. I mean, some designers are more helpful than others, or some,
Yeah.
But, I mean, it can't hurt to ask if you are... I know that when I was trying to decide what fabric to use for Fancy and ABC by Modern Folk Embroidery, I talked to Brandy at Be Stitch Me, especially when I ordered one and it wasn't what I thought. And I was like, can you recommend one that has more of this? And she was able to work with me. Now, I know that not everybody has a lot of time, but most of the people that I have dealt with have been really great in doing that. You can't hurt. So,
can't hurt.
Okay. Very nice.
All right. My next whip is the Treasure Island Stitch Along by Owl Forest Embroidery, using the Owl Forest threads. And I stitched 1,847 stitches on this, and I did a couple of parts.
Ooh, I love the wheel.
Yeah, so this guy here was a whole part, and then the sea dragon down the side, down to the wheel, that was one part.
Gotcha.
And then there's similar things on this. There's a lot of stitching in this one. Yeah. There's a lot of stitching left.
Yeah, but it's really great.
So that week between Christmas and New Year's, I picked this up and I'm like, I'm going to focus on trying to get some more. And then I picked up Reflections of Norway and went, let me throw you to the curb, Treasure Island, and try to get a finish.
Yes, you did.
I did. I admit it. I did.
All
right. So last year, my next whip is one from last year on New Year's Eve last year when I started 12 by 12. 12 projects in 12 hours.
Right.
So I didn't have the capacity because I was working to stitch on, I think there's 10 left. I think I finished 2.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going to just pull one out and just stitch on it.
Yeah.
And so I pulled the bear from Cottage Garden Samplings, and I stitched 254 stitches on this.
Yay.
And I think it's moving along.
Yeah.
It's a big bear, man. The more I looked at the pattern, I'm like, I got to start stitching this thing. That bear is huge.
Yeah, it is.
And it is on, it helps when you leave the sticker on, 16 count Heritage from not Fortnite, Picture This Plus.
Yes, nice.
That's the bear. This next one is Orca from Carolyn Manning Designs. DMC on 16 count Easy Guide. Did not need to be on 16 count. It was my first, not 16 count, Easy Guide. My first Carolyn Manning. I thought I would need to be more countable. I do not. 1,228. I'm not taking it off the Nerge because I'm going to stitch on it later probably.
Yeah. So good.
And just the last full page, working on the diamonds.
Yep.
And just a little shout out, because I put this up on my Instagram last night, just as, you know, hey, I worked on this today, da 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 da. And then I woke up this morning and Carolyn Manning commented on my photo.
Oh, nice.
So you just get such a little bit like, it really tickled me that she took the time out to just say, hey, it looks great.
That's awesome. Are you on her group on Facebook?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't post it on that group though. I don't generally remember to do that.
She's really interactive with her people on that in the Facebook group for sure. So that's nice. That's really nice she did that. That's fun.
I was very pleased. My last whip was one of the Whip Go calls for January. My Whip Go board is people's names. My friends all get to choose. I've given them the power. So Laurel from Laurel and Stitches got to choose, and she chose, it's 500 stitches for all the Whip Go calls. She chose The Familiar Cemetery by AtomicTikiPins.
Yes.
I'm doing this on 16 count Mirage by Picture This Plus, and I stitched 562 stitches.
Look at that. I love the shading of the trees.
Yeah, it's fun. There's only like 7 colors or something. It's not a ton. And I love seeing my dogs. That's a custom needle minder from Mad for Minders. You send her a photo, she'll send you a needle minder.
So awesome. That's a great picture of them too.
I know. I love that picture. I wish you wish you'd taken more photos sometimes. I wish I'd taken a photo of them like tackling each other, because they did like Sheltie WrestleMania.
I love that.
I was too busy watching it and appreciating it to actually take photos.
Yeah, but you've got it in your brain. Yeah.
I do. I can totally see it in my brain.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So, well, I think that's pretty good.
So, since our last FLOSSTUBE video, I have stitched 10,278.
Whew. Whew. Maths. Many maths.
I told you I did my math homework.
I know. I think that's what we're going to call the episode. All the maths.
All the maths. 'Cause math.
Yeah, right? Okay. So I actually have some whips too.
Yay.
Okay. So, I know, right? So what I've done is, because I'm tracking a couple of different things, I've kind of scheduled, not like hard and fast schedule, but kind of put, assigned a day, if I could, to some projects I want to touch in the month and like get my whip go in and whatever. So it's been helpful just to help focus me a little bit, which is nice. So I did some work on Berry Basket Pincushion. I did some work on the sleds. And I also did some work on 2 red Cardinals by Victoria Harley. I got it on Etsy. I'm stitching this on 22 count Hardanger. And I still have it on the stand. I don't know why, because I'm going to put it away. But my goal, I was trying to get caught up on some 2023 WhipGo blocks. And, you know, once you get started on something, you kind of want to finish it off. So what I wanted to do was get it all the way over to the other edge. So I started from where the blue hits that red section, which is one of the 2 cardinals, and I went all the way across. So I was able to get 3 different WhipGo blocks done doing that. And then, you know, this is nice because it's block stitch, like blocks the color. Once you have the outline done, you can just kind of go, which is nice. It's, what is it? Coloring stitching, you know, when you need that
as
kind of...
As long as you count correctly to put your outline in.
Absolutely. So it's super helpful. So I was able to get quite a bit done on that. So I'm pleased with that.
Looking good.
Yeah, it looks, the more I see it, I'm like, yeah, it's turning out exactly how I want it to turn out. It's beautiful. So I'm really happy with it. So there you go. So put this down on the floor so I can trip over it later. Okay. Another one that was a WhipGo goal from last year, but also celebrated its birthday, was NOEL by Hands On Design. Kate was kind enough to forward me her copy when she was done, which I love it. So I worked on it quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. I started on it and then I realized I had miscounted the border. So I set it aside for a little bit. And then I fixed it and finished it to keep on going with, this one's going to get 300 stitches. So I'm almost there. But I had to do some finagling. So I was able to, over on the right hand side, I ripped out that border going down because I had to add 10 stitches to the top and bottom width. And then I put that the side back in, and then I started on the spray from the whale. So that's not quite 300 yet. So I'm going to put in the top whale, and that should be enough for what I'm trying to do. It is stitched on 32 count Mint Splash Lugana, and I'm doing it over 2 threads. I'm excited. I think it's going to be really nice. I am using the call for threads on this one because I had most of them and I was like, oh, I might as well just do it all in the threads. So there you go. I was frustrated. I won't lie. I was frustrated about miscounting on it again because I'm really, really careful. I tried to be careful anyway, but apparently I wasn't. I wasn't careful enough, and that's all right. So
nobody's perfect.
No, you're absolutely right. But I count so much that it's like I'm surprised when I'm off by that much, because I am kind of I triple check. I'm a triple checker, and so yeah. So I was like, well, crap. Well, at least I found out. And honestly, once I ripped it out, it wasn't hard to put back in. So I'm not that mad. So there you go. So those are my whips.
You were pretty mad the other night.
I was, because I was just like, well, because, you know, I do all this planning because, you know, I like to, you know, but I'm glad I built in days where I don't have anything scheduled to get done. And so I'm glad I did. So actually, a whale is going to be one of my categories, the one where it's like less than 10 colors. So that's one. Yeah. So there you go. So those were my whips for this last go round.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
All right. We didn't really discuss, are we doing plans or haul?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. You choose.
Doesn't matter to me either.
Let's talk a minute about plans then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My plans.
Yeah.
The other WIPGO call was Memphis Sarah E, and she chose Otterly Adorable, so I have a date with an otter.
Yes, you do.
I have some more categories to finish. It's only 6 days in. I got plenty of time to finish my categories for the month. But Cleopatra needs to come out, and my 2 long dogs that I haven't worked on yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far as I've gotten with plans. Oh, and some new starts. I've got 2 new starts this month that are left.
Nice.
One has to wait till the 25th because it's a stitch along and it doesn't come out till the 25th. And that would be Wonders of the James Webb Space Telescope from Climbing Goat Designs.
Nice.
I did get, I don't know if this is plans or, so I did buy the Stitch for Pride 2024 stitch along.
Oh yes,
from
I remember
Dee's
that.
20 Stitches.
Yep.
So the January came out, and each month it's based on a person that's important in the LGBTQ community. It's inspired by them. In January was Keith Haring. He was an artist in the 80s. He did a lot of work in the subways, like line drawings in the subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a big activist. So it was kind of a cool little piece, and I looked at it and went, okay, I didn't need another new start in January, but I'm probably going to wait to see what February looks like and then figure out what I am doing. Am I putting these all on one fabric or not? Katniss, you promised me you would not disconnect this call.
Okay, so I'm just going to rub on your head instead.
Yeah.
So are the people that they are representing in the stitch along current or historical? Like
I don't know
gone?
yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So everything's
it's a surprise. It's a mystery every month. You get the pattern with a little blurb, and then there's a second PDF that you get that's the educational part, where there was a whole bunch of stuff in that one. There are links to, it's a phenomenal job they have done putting the information together, because I clicked on a link and it took me to an NBC story from the 80s about the subway artist.
That's cool.
And it was very cool to see and see him in action, as he would, walk up and try to do this drawing in like a minute or two before he would get arrested. He didn't want to get arrested.
Right. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Cool.
It was very interesting. So maybe a start in February.
Gotcha.
I already got 2 more scheduled this month. I don't need to go crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So those are your plans?
What are your plans?
Well, I would like to continue on with the sleds and finish the stitches I want to do on NOEL. And then one of the things, probably today or tomorrow, one of my January 24 WIPGO goals was Vicky Gable's Stitch and Button, her choice. And I was very interested to see which one she would pick. And it was not one I expected, which is not a bad thing. I was just like, that is not the one I expected you to do. So she picked for me Riley Harper by Kathy Barrick. And I think she said it's one that she has been interested to stitch, and she just wanted me to stitch on it. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. So this weekend I'm going to probably work on that choice for her. And since it's a larger one, I'm going to try to put in 300 stitches for touch all my pieces. And I'm just going to continue on, like if it has something that has a birthday start, I'm going to work on the birthday start. I'm also going to be starting a new start this time around, and I'm not going to tell you which one.
Okay.
Well, you know, but I'm going to save it for when we come back. And I'm just looking. Oh, and your Whip Go choice for 2024 will also be in this next 2 weeks. And you chose for me the Frosted Berry Stocking.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so I have a couple Whip Goes that I'm going to do, and then just keep on trucking with my ongoing stitches and birthday stitches. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to put this over here so it's not in the way. And now we have some Wegmans bag. Oh, how I love my Wegmans bag. It's full of stuff and lots of swag. Oh, how I love my Wegmans bag. There we go. Wegmans bag of acquisitions. All right. Go ahead, Kate.
All right. I'm going to start with a couple of PDF patterns I bought because I finally remembered to write them down.
Okay, great.
So Pain Free Crafts was retiring all of their Ann Stokes charts that they had. I think they're getting a new batch in, but if you wanted these, you had to grab them. So I took a good long look at what they had. Mm-hmm. This is called Solstice.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's magnificent.
Do I think I'm going to stitch it anytime soon? No. Did I need to have it? Yes.
Absolutely.
This is called Underwater Dragon.
Kate.
And then
I'm not a dragon stitcher like you are, but those are tempting.
Well, you can't buy them anymore, so.
Oh my goodness. That Stonehenge one is
stunning.
Stunning. It would be stunning without the dragon, the way they've done it. Goodness.
So, continuing the haul theme, I went and got the mail before we started filming because I knew this had just been delivered. This is from Rivertown Designs on Etsy, and it's a dragon bag.
Look at that bead trim. Oh,
yep.
My. That's...
He's good.
That is great.
This is Memphis Sarah E's sister.
What was the name again? I'm sorry. Oh,
Rivertown Designs. Because she does the thing on the bag where you can actually read it.
Oh, nice.
She also included a little zipper pull thingy.
Okay, you need to hold that. Oh, yeah. There we go. I was getting hypnotized. That's pretty too.
So I'll figure out which one. I've got a few bags that have lost their zipper pulls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will figure out where it needs to go. All right, Memphis Sarah E killed me with her last video when she mentioned this Etsy shop that has old charts.
No.
And I'm like, I'm just going to go look. I did not just go look, people.
Of course not.
This is, I'm trying to find the name of the shop. It's Carrie's, Carries Last Stitch. Did I need these? No. Did I want them? Yes.
Yes.
I have never had one of Nimue's charts before. This is Baba Yaga.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
so stinking cute.
The cat.
So I think I'm going to have to ask Vic, because there's instructions on how to sew this bag. Yeah, I'm not sewing the bag.
That's cool.
But she's cute. I love her holding the little cat.
I know. That's like the best part.
She's so stinking cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Wicked from Barbara Anna. It's very cute.
That's great.
It's only 2 colors. 4 colors. It's 4 colors.
Mm-hmm.
It uses DMC color variations, which is fun. Not a lot of charts do that. I have never seen this one before in my life. This is Ink Circle's Sea Stars.
You haven't seen that one?
No.
Yeah, it's great.
This is big Ink Circles. It's 241 by 241. I'm like, yes, please, on this one.
Yeah, that one's great.
Okay. As my charts are sliding off and falling all over and doing all the things. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you might be surprised by the next one. You're not going to be like, Kate, that screams you. Probably not. This is a trio of 3 Charlie Harper.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I love the Robin
I know you
one.
don't see it anymore because I moved it to put up Atlantis, but I used to have Love from Above hanging behind me. The giraffe mom leaning down to lick her baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the bird bath one and gave it to my mom, and I think she threw it away at some point, but so it was just nice.
I really like the Robin one.
Just tells me Harper and Stitches. He's got a book 3 called Koala Koala. I need to look for that. I'm intrigued. I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the Watermelon Moon one. Mm-hmm. Actually, that was for sale on that darn website. And then I got this from Custom Crafts Needleworks, a Marilyn Boyle Wildlife Art. This is Breaking Dawn. I have a very soft spot for loons.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's stunning.
I love that one.
It's got a lot of half stitches and stuff.
Yeah, but that's
that's good. That's good.
Great.
I look at this and I'm like, I totally can see the lake, the mist, and
yeah.
So Carrie's Last Stitch. There's over 800 old charts on that thing. Have fun, people, because I did.
Goodness. Well, if you're finding gems like that Loon one, goodness.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this goes along with the Stitch for Pride floss pack. I'm not going to take them out and show you because each color is named after the artist, but the first one, that blue, is Keith Haring.
Oh, gotcha.
So this was, why can't I remember the name of who dyed this? I can't. It's on my phone too.
So they're custom dyed.
They were custom dyed. They sold out. I don't know if they're going to redo it, but they're glorious colors.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very good.
I wanted to support. Okay. That's just that from the kit. All right. So my last Atomic Ranch fabric of the month came.
Yes.
As I make the little face. I don't know what I would put on this. It needs to grow on me. I think this is like, you know how everybody loves Murky from Picture This Plus? I just don't.
Yes.
This kind of reminds me of Murky.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. It's brown.
It's grungy.
Okay. It's grungy brown.
It's a grungy. And I'm sure the right piece will look beautiful on it, but sometimes I have trouble seeing that.
Yeah.
So I need to think outside the box.
Yeah.
And there will be something that will look good on that. I just need to try some Halloween piece.
I was just thinking.
And then,
yeah.
Oh. And then my Fox and Rabbit fabric of the month, of which I think goes through April, came. And this is, the Atomic Ranch was called Service. Oh, kind of khaki, grungy brown. So the Fox and Rabbit one is called Australian Christmas Bush.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good word.
It's not red and it's not orange.
It's something.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, you just never know.
No, you don't. I like that better than I like the other one. All right. I did get some...
Oh. I keep putting us up back on both screens because I keep thinking you're done. You're like, and then I found this.
All right. This last one is Stitchy Kindness.
Oh, nice.
Vic from Stitch and Button got this from Joanne Fabrics when it was Halloween. It's the bag, the small tote bag.
Nice.
She kept the big one for herself. I think it's a Big Witch Energy. My Joanne's was sold out. Online was sold out. So thank you.
Nice.
And she had promised me this a long time ago. And then she was so excited when she finally found it. This is just a little metal witch's hat.
Nice.
So I'm going to just hang it up and use it as overflow for my needle minders.
Oh, that's a perfect thing to use it for.
Yep.
Nice.
I hit the end.
You did? Okay.
I did.
Okie dokie. All right.
You can switch it to you.
I did. Okay. So I'm going to start off with, I received my fabric of the month from Stitch Me for December. I get the 40 count Verdal even weave, and I'm in the neutral club, but every once in a while there's a nice little pop of color, and this is no exception. This one is Blue Moon, and I'm just gonna partially undo it so you can kind of see.
It's so pretty.
It's really pretty. I love, it's like a denim-y, a gently mottled denim-y color. Blue-gray.
That's good.
Yeah, I like it. For some reason, my last couple of fabric purchases have all been blue themed. I don't know why. I just keep on finding things. So after Christmas, my part of my husband's family and we went to Branson, Missouri to see Christmas lights, and Branson in that area is my parents-in-law's one of their favorite places to go, and they wanted us to go. And I'd always said that I would like to go see the Christmas lights at Silver Dollar City in the Branson area because they do a lot of great light displays. And so this was a year, since next year we'll probably be in Canada. So while we were there, I said, I just want to see some lights, and I would like to go to Cecilia's Samplers. which I did. Vicky, her FLOSSTUBE is Reading and Stitching. Loves Seaside Samplers, and other people that have gone there said it's a really great store. So it's like, well, okay. Well, while I am there, I want to say that I've been to Cecilia's. So I went specifically because I was going to miss the New Year's sale at Silver Needle. And so I always save up a little stash to go and go shop there with my friend Kit and Matt, if we both can arrange it. So I was like, well, I'm going to spend it at Cecilia's instead because I knew I was going to miss it. So the first thing I did was I got 2 pieces of fabric. One is 40 count. No, it's even weave. Mallow, as in marshmallow. And she serges it and packages it so nicely. And I'm going to keep it in the package just for the sake of whatever. And I got a fact porter. It's a really pretty neutral. So I got a fact porter of that. And then I had it in my head to look for a piece of fabric for the pattern that you gave me that you got at Sweater Weather with Matt and everybody else, and I'm blanking on the name of it.
Autumn in the Pines.
Autumn in the Pines. Okay. And I found a really pretty, another blue gray, but this one's lighter. It's 40 count Blue Ridge by, I think it's Atomic Ranch. And I got a fact porter, and oh yeah, and she's also very nice, and she wrote Autumn in the Pines for me to remember what I was going to use it for. And so I pulled like some of the thread colors and made sure, because there was a couple different pieces that worked. I am not using the dark green that's in the pattern. We've talked about this in the past video. So I'm using this instead. It's a lighter blue.
That's gonna look good.
Greeny, piney. It's got a greeny undertone that picks up the. I wanted one that. Yeah, blue sprucey. That's exactly what kind of I was looking for, and so I got this for that pattern in particular, and I was really pleased with that. So there you go. And while I was there, I'm loading up on my stash on 2 of my favorite fall colored threads, Fallen Leaves, Classic Colorworks, and Fragrant Cloves by Gast. They're not the same orange, but they work together well, and I can see me using these on Autumn in the Pines, and also the other autumn one that we're looking at too.
Dreaming of Autumn Leaves.
See, that's why I have you. Because everything, I'm blanking on everything. So I've just been kind of laying in a stash of these because I foresee myself using a lot of these. So I got some of that. And then, of course, I had to buy a pattern or 2. Let me see. I was focusing on the fabric, but I got Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs.
That's you.
Yeah, very me. Very, very me. Love it. I think there is, it's a pin. It's got the instructions to do the pin cushion. Not sure if I'll finish it that way, but it's really pretty. I like it. Bent Creek put out a freebie, and they were offering, that was stuck in my bag, so Joy by Bent Creek. You can also go on the Bent Creek website and get it. It's pretty cute. And then the other patterns I invested in was Teresa Koget's recent book, Seaworthy. There we go. She released it. It was, this is the main one, and then there are 2 little ones underneath there. I just love the different mermaids. And I love
that was
the
the Stitch West, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, let me see. Yes,
Last
absolutely.
Year's.
Yeah, Stitch West, October 2022. And I've been kind of waiting for this one. I really like it. I've told you before, I'm not 1,000% sure I'm going to leave the flag in there. Not because that it's an American flag and I'm dual, is because I don't like the placement. I'm not sure about it. So, regardless, I love this. I think it's really great. So, I'll probably do all 3 of the patterns in this one. So, there you go. And then the other thing I purchased when it came out online was, I think everybody's been seeing it, Vivster's Cross Stitch Design has been working with, who are they working with? To do Quaker tile flags, a series of them. They started off with 2 or 3, and then as everybody said, please do my flag, they've been adding on different flags. And so as soon as I saw this, is this Quaker Tiles Canadian flag. I just think it's great. Like I said, I'm not a huge stitch all the patriotic things, but I do really like this one a lot. I've seen British, American,
Australian.
Australian. I think I saw Ukrainian. But if you go and look at Vivster's Cross Stitch Design, they are on Etsy. You get a PDF download if you're a Pattern Keeper person. They do a Pattern Keeper version to go with it. And I think if you don't see the flag you want to do and put it in there, I think they will chart one. And there is a stitch along for it. I'm not necessarily going along with this stitch along because I'm not sure when I'm going to start this, but I did know I did want it. I think this one is great. And the other ones I've seen are really great too. It's just, I like the texture and the interest. So there you go. So that is my haul.
Yay.
I think that's it. I think I got another freebie somewhere else, but I can't remember. You know, if you keep an eye open on Instagram or different Facebook groups, there's a lot of freebies out there. So I just don't always remember to print them off to show. So.
Yeah, I am sadly neglectful of showing my Witchy Stitcher Patreon patterns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that you were on her Patreon. Yeah. So.
I am, but they're all on the phone, which I am looking at.
That would do it.
Can't really help.
No. So there you go. All right then. So I think that's it for me. How about you?
I think that's it for me.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else. I actually wrote myself notes and I talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
Absolutely.
So there's a first for that, people.
Right. Again, I'll just say, if you guys are interested in our 'Tis the Season for Whip Parades, I managed to get them edited and released right around the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day time frame, so they are out there. If you want to sit down, we had to split it in 2 parts because we were booking it through these. We mowed through all of our whip parade. I mean, you can see everything, but it still was 3 hours long. So we had a natural break for various reasons, and so we did the 2-parter. So go ahead and take a look at that. I've been watching some really interesting ones. You've been forwarding me a couple.
Oh yeah, I just search whip parade and pull somebody random and just sit and stitch.
Yeah. And
though I do admit to speeding them up.
I know some of them can. Yeah, it's that little feature.
1.5 or 1 1/4. People's gotta. I can't. Like, there's too much to watch.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, like, the people that I normally watch. I'm in the middle of X's and Hoses whip parade. which has been fun. So I've got,
Enjoy
my
ending.
list. Yeah, I haven't gotten that part. Yeah. It's been fun to see what they're up to, but yeah, just do a search on YouTube for Whip Parade and try someone new and just see what they have to, because I see things that I think I see a lot of new stuff that goes down the pike, but some of the oldie but goodies or whatever. It's just kind of really interesting to see what other people stitch. So,
yeah.
And some of them are pretty crazy good. So, anyways,
some people are just crazy, but
well,
the full coverage people blow my mind. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Well, and you and I both used to be monogamous stitchers, and we are no longer that. So to focus on a massive one it's pretty impressive. So there you go.
Yeah. Did you watch Alara?
Not yet, no.
Okay, she's the one that's doing like 220, 230, or 280 starts maybe next year. Something.
Oof.
Yeah. She also is working on Dragons of the Sabbat and is doing all the black. Had finished all the black outside. That's like
that's
a 250,000 stitches.
Yeah.
You think I stitch a lot. She stitches a lot.
Mm-hmm. I know.
She passed me in the fast lane and is getting a speeding ticket.
Yes. Woo. Well, I mean,
but
I
it's
appreciate
impressive.
It is very impressive. I appreciate anybody who can stitch that much.
Yeah, no, more. It's just amazing to me.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we salute you.
Yes, we celebrate your accomplishments because we're not going to have those.
We're not going to have them. Absolutely not. So we just want to say thank you to all of our viewers and subscribers for just giving us encouragement or comments along the way. And we just, if you have any questions, as always, just give us a shout and we'll try to answer things as best we can. So.
Yes.
If you have any, and if you have any suggestions or things that you would like us to talk about, please let us know. We're happy to try to incorporate that into what we do. So there you go. Okay, so with all that,
happy stitching.
Happy stitching, everyone. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Bye.